plenty of. We know your small business is going places, but sometimes that next step can be hard.
All right, all right. Checking out the market. Everything's been red. See if we can make some money day trading today. Um, I did take a few trades today already. I have here 377, one loss, three good trades. So far I'm up 377. Just did a couple early trades that I saw. Everything was just going up. So I just jumped on a trade. What's going on, man? Yeah, if you come back, jump on, man. We can trade together. We'll do some day trading together, man. If you jump on, I rather trade with some company, man. So let me know if you can jump on. So I took a trade, one trade so far on AMD. AMD. See, it's been on an uptrend. So today is probably going to be the first kind of green bullish day that we've had in a long time. If we go here, overall market here. So you see the SPY is finally going up. It's been a while since it's been on an uptrend like this. QQQ is up. VIX is down. So does the opposite. VIX is the fear indicator. So more than likely, um, what I'm going to be looking for, I'm going to look at the normal stocks that I look at all the time. I trade pretty much every day. I try to trade Amazon, Tesla, Google. So something's going to give an opportunity to catch an uptrend. And so this is a part of the $50,000 challenge that I mentioned. I have an account that I funded. I did a video. I showed funding $50,000 account. I started trading last week, just with the account with actual money to kind of get used to the trades. And this has been my performance so far. This software, by the way, I do have the link for it in all my videos. I am an affiliate with these guys. It's really good software. So Monday was my first day trading. I made 2,500. Tuesday I made 1,200. Wednesday 740. Thursday 1,792. Now this day was an actual big mistake. Which one? It was this. I bought some puts, I believe, on Amazon, and I thought I was out of the trade. Came back and I was down $5,600. This is about the third time in my 8 years that I've been trading that something like this has happened where I thought I was out of a trade. So that was a good lesson. Let's see here. But back to the calendar. So yeah, so I was on a good streak, 25, 1200, 74, 1792, and I was actually green this day until I left those trades open. And by the time I saw them, then I was down this much. And then yesterday I made 2100. So hopefully today, hopefully we can trade together and have another green day. Um, But I've been doing just a lot of quick little scalps, kind of getting the feel for the market. And this week, I was trading. Hey, what's going on, Famous Warrior? I was trading in a really bearish market and kind of just getting used to the trends and just got comfortable with the trends of the bearish market. And so this week, today, I think everything seems kind of bullish today. So let me pull up here E Trade, not E Trade. I'm sorry, E Signals. So E Signals, this is I don't think it's worth it. I've used this. I think I'm just so used to. I've been using E Signals for years, and you actually have to pay for this. I also use TradeView, and TradeView is free. I mean, I have the paid version, but you can get it for free. But E Signals, this is just really good charting that I've been used to, and I can link it with I can link this with my broker, so that's why I like it. But this is just, I think it's like 200 and something dollars a month, so it's not really worth it if you're new in trading. But overall market, you see the SPY is going up, QQQ is going up. We will look at the sectors. Uh, so this Tesla's been on an uptrend, and they had some negative news. Yeah, I have a lot of beginner video trading. I did like a whole 5 weeks of, like, every Saturday, I would bring on guests. We would just do different lessons, and it was set up for basically trading 101, like from beginning to someone who's never traded before, and kind of just like providing free education. So that's I have it on my channel. We still have like a lot of stuff recorded. But the goal today is to keep it simple. I'm gonna start building a watch list and just kind of go over how I build my watch list. And I usually have a short watch list. I just watch a few videos to see if they're potential pre-market breakout patterns. And then during the day, I kind of just trade the first 2 hours because that's when I'm most successful. And the way I know I'm most successful is I keep all my data here in a journal. So you can see here, between 5 and 6 a.m., I've made $6,000. Between 10 and 11 is my most profitable hours. And then anything after 11, you see here, it's all red. After 11:36, my percentage drops quite a lot. And I've mentioned this before that, after 11, after 12, for me, my percentage as a trader drops quite a bit. Um, but pre-market, early morning are are my best hours trading. Yeah, no problem. So yeah, so the goal with this is just to show people during a bear market how to grow your account. I funded an account $50,000, and I want to grow it by 50% within 3 months, starting from yesterday. And I'm already up at a little advantage. I'm up at 53,000 so far because I did trade last week. So I have about 22,000 to go, and hopefully I get there within a month or two, and then we'll probably start start a new challenge from there. All right. So let's see here. So what I would usually do to build a watch list, I usually look at the top gainers. This is a scanner. Um, I can't share all my things. I have 6 screens. So, I have 2 screens to my right. To my right, I have Think or Swim up, and I have this basically like the 8 stocks that I trade most of the time. It was going on Jose. So on my right side, I have 2 screens, and I have Thinkorswim software, and I have AMD, Rivian, Tesla, Apple, Amazon, Nvidia, the QQQ, and the SPY. And then to the left of me, I have two screens, and there I use a software called Scans, and it just gives me live news, and um, it's also a scanner. And then for charting, I use eSignal, and I also do use TradingView. I like TradingView also. But let's start off with some of the top gainers. So I'm going here, check my other screen. I'm going to go to top gainers with news. And the first stock is BHVN. And that was a merger, actually. So that's why it spiked up so much. You see, it was trading down here 86. Now it's 141. So that was because of a merger. Um, so it's not really worth watching, but I may keep my eye on it. Let's see here. So it's kind of building a channel. So I'm also set on alert on this. I'm gonna set an alert if it drops below 141. 141, then I'll get a buzz, and there may be an opportunity to short. So I have that alert set. And I'll do another one if it spikes up to 142.90. I'll also get an alert. So that's the first ticker I have on my watch list. Let's see what the next top gainer is. Vtnr. Vtnr. Let's see what. So this one. See how much its gains has it given back. This one's also interesting. This may be a candidate for a pre-market breakout. So this is the pre-market high, 1233. This is low. So I want to see it stay within this channel all the way to the open. And if it breaks below the channel, let's say it breaks below the channel, and then sometime during the day, you start seeing some volume increasing, getting back in the channel, some more volume, maybe pass a couple EMAs. It may test the pre-market highs. So that's why I'll keep this on the watch list. And I'll add an alert for this one. So I'll say 1190. If it gets to 1190, I wanna be able to look at it. All right. What's going on, man? Come watch, man. Join, man, if you wanna day trade with me, man. Let me I left a link if anybody want to join in. Anybody got any tickers you want me to look at? Kind of just building a watch list right now. So see another top gainer here. EVAX is another top gainer. Let's check it out. EVAX. EVAX. It's had a big spike from 238. So some of these that spike pre-market, I'll keep them on watch as long as they don't give back all of their gains. If they give back, if you do it with the Fibonacci, if they give back somewhere down here, which is about 70 something percent of their gains, I don't even like to look at them. But this hasn't given back all its gains, and let's see, I think it's gonna kind of, if it's gonna work out, it should form a channel between this 314 and 317, and just got to keep a watch on it. I'm gonna add an alert. So if it goes in the 360 area, I want to get notified. Yeah, I hear you, investor. We're here to make money, man. Trying to make some money. Trying to keep the streak open, the green streak. Red days are gonna happen. Hopefully, it doesn't happen on my first live, but uh, all my trades are gonna be transparent. I'll show red days, green days. Like I said, I started last Monday trading, and I pretty much every day was a green day except for this Friday, and this was an open trade. So far I'm up about 3,000 something dollars, even with this $5,000 loss. So I funded my $5,000 account. It has 53,000. The goal is to grow it 50%. Let's see any major news going on real quick before I keep going on the watch list. David Tepper has covered his NASDAQ short. He had a big short position. So this just kind of affirms too what I was saying yesterday. I did my video. It looks like today a lot of the indices, a lot of the stocks are going to recover some of their gains. So it probably be better trying to, if you're gonna buy some calls, buying some calls. But you like to go with the trend of the market, so there may be better opportunities to go long on a position today. Hey, good morning. How you doing? So that's most likely what I'm gonna do. And it seems like overall bullish market today. So the more than you probably be best trying to get some calls and just follow some trends. So I'll tell you what I'm gonna be looking for, like, or the trades that so far have gotten me quite a bit of success. A lot of puts because we've been in a bearish market. I have a lot of stuff going on in my charts, but this is how I've been trading. Hey, salams, man. How you doing? So you see a simple chart like this, for example, go here real quick. So if I was trading this, you see this big push up, and you see every time you see kind of this first bar here, it's super hard to get into this trade. Like a lot of people try, and it moves so fast. This is a 1 minute bar. So this movement from 785 to 802. It happened in 1 minute. And the chances of you jumping in and taking some profit are pretty low. Hey, Santa King, how you doing? Welcome, welcome. Yeah, yeah. Stock Curry's a great guy. Uh, good guy, real smart. I learned a lot from him. But today we're going to be focusing on day trading. I'm not doing any uh, due diligence stuff. Just been getting back on day trading because the market's been so unstable. So jumped back in the saddle. I started day trading last week again. So this 1 minute candle, a lot of people try to chase this, and what happens with this, if you see this spike, a lot of times you're probably too late to make money in this trade. So you have to kind of be calm and avoid getting in, because when you're looking at your level two and you see all everything going up, you see 789, 800, 792, 794. It's so tempting to buy shares and try to scalp, but you start buying, and by the time you get filled and you see it go up here, you think you're going to make money, and then from here, next candle, it went from 803 all the way to 793, $10. So if you got in anywhere in here, you probably didn't get to sell with profit in here, and you probably lost money and got out. So that's our problem. So what you would do is just kind of like wait. You have some support, and if you look here, you see this wick, it actually touched perfectly on support here. So this would have been a better play here. You kind of just wait till everybody takes their profits, let all the greed and the fear pass by, and then you see here it bounces off support. You wait a little bit. You see these two moving averages. This is the 20 and the 8 moving average, and you see it crosses the moving average. Then you see here a big spike of volume. So right here would be a good scalping opportunity, right? So you see 797 all the way to 801. That's $4. And if you did it with some calls, and let's say the delta was like, Tesla delta, same day delta, sometimes they're kind of high. So let's say the delta was 60 or whatever, and you multiply that times 4, that's $2.40, which is $240 profit for each call that you did, call option. So if you did a quick scalp and you did 2 or 3 call options, you just made 2 or 4 or 600, whatever, however many call options. And that's kind of what I've been doing every day, just buying 1 or 2 options, scalping, making $200 or $300 here or there, and it adds up. By the end of my trading time, I'll have that. Like yesterday, I'll show, like, I made $2,100, and that was on multiple trades. That was a bunch of scalping. This was also scalping. So that's kind of my style. Right now, I'm taking small, safe trades, not big positions, because I don't want my account to fall below $50,000. I only want to trade with money with profit. So right now, my initial investment was 50,000, and I'm at 53 something. So if there's a loss, I want it to be within the 53,000 that I've made in profit so far. So that's it. Anybody got any other tickers? Let's see any other spikers here. VTNR. Let's see VTNR. IWM. Yeah, IWM, QQQ. They're all. I mean, if good opportunities to scalp and make money if you're interested in any trading indices. Like salam. So AMC, yeah, they had some good news. It's really going to depend on just the meme stocks. If they're going to start getting some momentum. So the way with day trading, it's really like a herd mentality. If like I've been trading 8 years, and every year, every few months, it's just a different kind of like hype. So one, the COVID hype, the Bitcoin stocks were big at one point. Anything Bitcoin, any stock affiliated with NFTs. So AMC just got some really good news. They got some good earnings. They made some decent revenue because of some of the movies that they've had coming out lately. People going back to the movies, so there's positive optimism with AMC. And I saw GameStop hyping pipe was on an uptrend. So there may be some kind of sympathy and hype, but we'll have to kind of see once the trading starts. So yeah, right now this IWM. I'm not trading IWM. I'm just looking at it for someone, but it's hitting resistance right now. So tapped it 3 times, the 170 70 170 177 spot. So if it's not able to break that, you're probably gonna have like a little downtrend for a little bit until it finds some support. But it's been on a nice uptrend. And there's 4 minutes to the bell. So let me get ready here. All right. A couple minutes to the bell. See anything gapping up here. Twitter. All right. So I'm gonna be looking at my scanner. I'm gonna be looking at my stocks that I trade constantly. The AMDs, the Apples, Teslas, the Amazon, and anything that pops up. Usually the first 10, 15 minutes of the market, it gets really, really crazy. And I just don't like to really trade much the first 10, 15 minutes just because of how volatile it gets. But we'll see what pops up and see if we get an opportunity to scalp anything and make some money. Amazon has made me quite a bit of money. And let's see if they're gonna be on an uptrend today. Yeah, IWM look it's tapped this multiple time this area here. If it's not able to break that, it's gonna reverse. 40 seconds to the bell. All right, we're about to be live. And if anybody sees anything that potential profit, let me know and see if we can make some money. So, like I said, day trading is not like glorious. It gets boring. Just sit here, just wait. So let's see. I got a alert already from. This is an alert from stocks we were watching here, Vtnr. So looked like it's gonna drop below this. See, this is why it's hard to trade the first 15 minutes, first 5-10 minutes just gets kind of crazy. Yeah, everything's just going up. Just gonna have to wait for your opportunity, let everything go up, then try to find nice little bull flag pattern or something that you can establish a good risk to reward ratio. Especially when you have small accounts, you just don't want to gamble your hard earned money. So right now you jump in and you're just kind of like guessing, is it going to continue to go up or is it going to just crash down? And that's not the type of trading that you want to do if you want to have longevity. But pretty much everything, every single stock right now is uptrending. A firm, let's look at a firm here. A firm was crashing the last few days. So maybe it's due for like a little reversal bounce or something. She had this big crash after earnings. So it's above the 200 moving average. Let's see, you got VHVN. No, it does look interesting, but I mean, all the stocks right now, they're just kind of like trying to figure out which way they're going to go. So this is BHVN. This is got an alert for it. It could end up being a short, but if this area is not able to hold, so BHVN, it tested this area here. If it breaks below this, it may dip a little bit more, and you may have some people that will try to short it. Still kind of early, but this did have like a little wick and then got bought up really quickly, so doesn't look fully weak yet. Looks like some stuff is starting to sell off. See how Amazon. Oh, Amazon's dropping. So this is when it'll get a little bit more interesting. Now things are starting to sell off, but we've been in a little bit bullish trend. So want to see it kind of sell off maybe, and then form a bull flag or something. Find some support, and then try to catch a nice little reversal. So I'm gonna be in Amazon, see what it does. Right now it's selling off, and I'm gonna see if it catch some support. So I may buy a few calls on Amazon. Mm, Just gonna keep watching it. Yeah, absolutely. I checked the SPY also. So the SPY's still on an uptrend since pre-market. So that's why I'm saying, like, I think Amazon. I'm gonna watch it. I want to see if it bounces off support and then continues the uptrend, especially if the overall market's going to continue to uptrend. That'll kind of be the goal. So let's see. Still dropping, so not going to execute any trades on Amazon yet, but it's starting to look a little interesting. I may put a call limit. Let's see, 2201. May set one couple limits, just a couple cheap, just to get started. 7. Kind of missed that spike. I want to see it pull back a little bit more again and kind of move too fast. The QQQ is not going up and down. I think it's going to drop a little bit more and then probably have a better entry opportunity. Especially since the once the overall market becomes a little bit bullish. It's still selling off, which is good. Want to see it sell off a little bit more, get in at a cheaper price. We can maybe do a quick drop. Trying to get filled on, let's say, about 670 calls. All right. So I got filled only with for one call, which I was trying to get filled for more, but see, hopefully we can get a nice little drop and then get my calls filled. Trying to get the 670 call and go a little lower actually. So it's still on a downtrend. Try to put a couple low calls to get filled in. Got filled for a few of them. Still dropping though, so don't want to go too heavy yet. Want to wait for the reversal. Just watching and watching. So I'm just waiting for Amazon's reversal. I'm in. I got a few calls that I've gotten in while it dropped. I set some calls, but just taking little positions. Little positions because it's not a trend is still not fully clear, and the overall market is still not trending back upwards. So still kind of waiting for the over market to trend upwards. So you're still dropping a little bit. Maybe able to get a few cheap calls here. So it's still not reversing. Still waiting for reversal signals. This is what day trading is. Just it's a waiting game. Once I see the overall market trend upwards, and I'll definitely feel a lot more comfortable sizing up. Right now, it's the overall market is still trending down, so just got to wait for the market to trend back up. Yeah, so you definitely looking at Amazon. Like I said, I will usually wait the first 15 minutes for everything to get established. But you want to trade with the trend of the market, and the QQQ and the SPY are still not trending upwards. So I did get a few calls that I set at really, really low. So that way, if I do get filled when it drops, my risk is minimized because I got in a low position. So I got a few of those kind of got filled and just holding little positions because once the trend starts going upwards, hopefully we'll have a nice little reversal. Well, Amazon's a halal stock. All right, so now we got a little bit of an uptrend here. So big gap between the big spreads, huge spreads on the calls. It's difficult to trade when you got such huge spreads, but still not a clear uptrend. So Nasdaq still dropping. QQQ. See this 5 minute candle. How much time is left on this 5 minute candle? 9:45. So we'll see this 5 minute candle's going to close in about a minute. So if it does get bullish, you want to see a break above the 5 minute candle. So that would be a good sign. If it breaks above 21.95, that would definitely be good. But all I'm doing is I set I set a few limits. Just replace the. I set a few limits, like as it dropped. I said like so my strategy for this, like as the stock was dropping, I set a couple limits for calls, really low price, like 610, 620, and then I have a sell limit also. So like when you get those spikes, I get filled, and that's kind of like my strategy. So I do have a few calls out there that haven't gotten filled yet, but if it does spike a little bit, I will get filled. Okay, so I sold a few. All right. So I did trade Amazon. Let me show you here. Show here. Amazon, these calls just made quick $215. So I'm up 592 so far with the early trades. And like as I was speaking, I was telling you I set a couple of call limits. And so like for example, as it spiked, as it was crashing down, so the calls, let me show you here. This is the level 2 for buying calls. So right now, if you want to buy it, the bid is 650, the ask is 685. So I was setting it like 20, 30 cents below this bid, 620, 610. And then on a few of these, it would spike down and then it would fill me. Then it would spike down even lower. So I basically just bought a bunch of calls way below the bid. And then I got filled. And then I set the ask like above this. So if that, once it does the spikes, then I get filled on my selling. And right now we've been trading how long? The market opened 20 minutes ago. And with that little 20-minute scalp, I made $215. Is the Amazon 215. So far with a couple pre-market trades that I made 592. And right now I've just shown you an Amazon trade. And that's at the overall market is still not fully bullish yet, but just taking advantage of some of these wicks and that's it. So I'm gonna see if I can find a few more trades, try to get to that, get a little bit more profit. In our watch list, nothing has popped up. I set alerts up, but like let's look at the watch list here. So you see, this was on my watch list. This wasn't no trades here. See, remember I set the pre-market, but it just crashed below those lines and it didn't recover. Let's see what Tesla's doing. Oh, Tesla. Oh, Tesla. Yeah, Tesla's been crashing for a minute. So look at this here. So you would have said, I was paying attention to Amazon, which is fine. I made $200 from Amazon, but this is perfect. Like this is my type of trade. So I would have set a limit here in this area because this is a past support, and I would have gotten filled here 797, but my account look, I mean, it dropped all the way to 794. So that's why it's hard to trade with small accounts because let me show you here. So let's say I bought some of these calls at 28.50, right? That's 2,850 for a call. If I would have set a limit where I showed here 797 and it dropped $3, then I would have been down probably. I'm not too sure what the delta is on this, but I probably would have been down anywhere from $500-600 just in that one trade when I got filled. But I would have held it, because I bought it in a good position as it was climbing down. But that's kind of what you have to. That's kind of the issue though. Like that's why I say it's hard to trade with a small account because when I'll show you here. You see the Amazon. I made this 215, but at one point in this trade, I was down $500, which was fine. I was fine with it because I was setting a limit. So if the bid is at 26.40, I'm looking at the support and I may set a bid all the way down at $26, like 50 cents below the bid, and just wait. And then when you get these little wicks and spikes, it starts getting filled. So that's what happened with the Amazon. I set it way below the bid. I got filled on a couple, and then it dropped even more, and I was down like $400 or $500, but I was fine with it because I felt like the trend was going to start reversing. And when I had a chance to sell, I sold, and that was just quick $200. And it seems like a small amount, but you do this just a few times. I've been able to do this every day so far and make 1,000, make 2,000, or even if I stopped right now and made 592. I mean, if you're green, you're green. Like it's every day that you can add money to your account, then that's the ultimate goal. So right now that I'm in the green, I'm going to be even less aggressive. Like if I get into a position and let's say it's a small cap stock and usually I would buy 5,000 shares or 4,000 shares, I may buy 2,000 shares. Once I get past, especially like 500 or something that's good, that's going to add to my account, then it's about preservation of wealth. I still want to gain more money. I feel like it's still early. I still have opportunity to make more money, but I don't want to lose any of the profit that I have so far. And this is I just want to be a better trader. So like I said, I've made every mistake in day trading that you can think of. If you trade 8 years, and that's how someone has something that they're doing something right. If you're able to trade 8 years, there's not a lot of day traders that last that long unless they have a trading program, unless they have a chat room where they charge monthly. Those guys that have not all, I mean, some of the guys are really good, but that's a lot of them survive because of the monthly chat room. You get 300 members paying $50 a month, then that's how you survive. But I've been trading 8 years on my own. I don't have no chat rooms. So that's what I do. I try to take small little bites, and they all add up. But we definitely missed this Tesla play. I can't get into it now. So like right now, the regular trader, the reason like they say that 90 something percent of the traders fail is because they're looking at Tesla and they're looking at this spike up and they're like, they feel they got that FOMO. They missed this spike up and they realize that it went from 794 to 808, which it's a lot of money. If you brought a few calls, this potentially make you a few $1,000s. So the FOMO kicks in and you're like, what, I'm just going to jump in right now. And then they jump in and now you're coming to the VWAP. So it's potential resistance. So it's not a good time to come because they think that this uptrend is going to happen forever. And it may keep going. But when you day trade, you have to make decisions of what is most likely to happen, not what happens once in a while. So right now it's going to hit it's possibly going to hit this resistance here, the VWAP. So if this is not able to, if they breaks the resistance here, then there's another resistance here it's a past pivot. So there's a little bit of overhead in these two areas. So if it's able to break it, then good. You're still on an uptrend. But if you're jumping in now and it's not able to break it, it's gonna crash down. So this is why a lot of traders fail, because they're willing to take this risk. And I still do it once in a while. I'm not gonna say I don't do it, but I'm trying to preserve my wealth a lot more, and I'm trying to grow it little by little. And that's, you know, looking at my trade journal here, that's what I've been doing since last week. 2500, 1200, 741, 1700. This was an open trade that I never closed and got bit hard for that. Yesterday 2100. Today I'm up 500 something so far. But let's go back to the Tesla here. So look, it's tapped it twice already. It's already tapped it twice. This VWAP. If it doesn't break it, it's going to crash down a little bit. So it did spike over it, but then now there's more overhead resistance here. So let's see what it does. So you want to be patient. It has this overhead resistance. If it breaks it and it keeps going, then that's fine. Then pieces here. Yeah, absolutely, Jose. So if it breaks this and it keeps going, fine. Then you missed it. Don't feel bad. Don't worry about the FOMO. It happens to all of us. But if not, then watch. This is resistance, and let's see if it pulls back. So I mean, I would be interested in Tesla, but I would like to see it. This is what, see, sell off, come back, retest some support area, and let me get in lower. I don't want to jump in now because I don't know if it's going to keep going or not. It's a gamble. This is already the 1, 2, 3, 4 bars that are testing this VWAP area and this resistance up here. So if it's not able to break it soon, then people are going to get tired and sell their position. But it is kind of breaking it. See, this is I just don't like trading this. This is a lot of emotion. You see these wicks. This is a lot of indecisiveness. People buying and selling, and they don't know. So this is right here a fight between the bulls and the bears. The volume is increasing though. You see here big volume going over the moving average, so that's a good sign. So that's good. It broke over this. So the trend hasn't ended. And the overall market, the QQQ and the SPY, everything is going up. So Amazon's probably going up. Hey, take care, Ed. Hey, sorry, I had to take a phone call. I did. All right. So yeah, everything's been on an uptrend so far. Let's see if this thing is going to sell off. Give us an opportunity to scalp a little. May pick up a do a quick put scalp. Jumped in for a quick put. All right. Just did a quick scalp and the thing's skyrocketed even more. So here, Amazon put $110. So taking my account to 702. Uh, that's that's my style of trading. That's it. Small little safe gains. And I left some money on the table. Left a couple hundred right now. It's because it's dropping even more. But like I said, like this is already 702, and it's not even. It's about an hour we've been trading, hour and a half or whatever. So I take my money, but now let's see how much it drops. Overall market is kind of consolidating right now. So let's see if maybe give us an opportunity to buy at some support. Let's see. Let's go out here. So I don't think this support's going to hold. Maybe one of these two EMAs or this weekly pivot here. So let's see what's up. I mean, if this holds here, then it could potentially be a bull flag. So you may want to could potentially be a bull flag if that holds, but we'll see. I don't know if this is. I don't think this is going to hold. Hold on 1 minute. I'm sorry. All right. Yeah. So like I said, I don't think that this was going to hold, but let's see if maybe we get another Amazon trade here. Hmm. Don't want to jump in nothing now. Overall markets are consolidating right now. If they start to downtrend, then maybe it'll kind of trend with this. But we'll see. I want to like these last few trades. I want to take much smaller, safer trades now, especially since I have profit. I don't want to give any of my profit back. But it does look like the puts looks kind of bearish right now. So look at it, see it drops. I didn't have a chance to get into that, but yeah, that would have been a good opportunity to scalp a couple puts once this support wasn't able to hold. Missed that part. It's all right. See a few red candles for the overall market, so might be trending downwards now. See what the QQQ is doing real quick. I think it's gonna keep going down. Market's still deciding which way it's gonna trend. Looks like this Amazon may flush down, but we'll see if it finds support. There's a little flush. All right. Just did another little quick scalp. Nothing major, just one, like I said, I very quick little scalps because I want to save whatever profit. So now I'm up to 817. I bought another Amazon put. Just a quick scalp, keeping it safe, preserving my wealth now, preserving my gains. You see, if I would have held on this little uptrend, my my put would have been, what's it trading at now? Would have been down $80 right now. Would have been down. I think it's still going to keep going down, but I'm not trying to hold anything. I'm just trying to quick scalp and make the gains add up. And that's my goal right now is to keep adding to this, but take very small trades. So if I do take a loss, like look at this, I would have been down $400 if I held. So that's why I just got in, got out. The QQQ is uptrending. So looks like it's going to break this, see if it starts uptrending up. But right now I'm not going to trade it because I missed an initial move, but I was still able to add about $90 to my profits. So that pretty much kind of sums up my strategy. I try to buy safe. If for example, let's say I believe that this is going to go back down, and I believe that we're bearish. Getting a few red signals here. I would buy a put. It's trading at $46, so that's $4,600. I would probably set a limit at $5 or 44.80. Oh, look, see, you see how it spiked down and it hit 44.80 real quick. I would have gotten filled, but then it bounced back up to 42, 46. So that little move right there, if I would have done this trade right now as I was talking to you, my entry would have been 44.80. And as it spiked up to 46, that's with one call, that's about $150. And if you did that with like 5 calls, that's good quick scalp. But I think it's going to be on an uptrend now, so that's why the calls are getting cheaper. I mean the puts, I'm sorry. I meant to say puts the whole time. The calls are more expensive because it's on an uptrend. So like let's say you got in here at 7,200 and you sold it at 7,400, that's each contract, depending on the delta, is every dollar that goes up, it's going to be worth more. So you buy it for 7,200 and sell it for 7,400. That's 200 profit if you would have gotten into that trade. So, but it does look like market's still not deciding. I'm still looking at the QQQ. It's just kind of consolidating here, but it looks like it wants to break out of this area and go on an uptrend. I think eventually overall the QQQ and the SPY are going to finish higher. You see here, like yesterday was trading this low, 298. Today it's up here, had a dip. So I think it is going to continue to dip and go up, dip and go up. But I think overall it's going to be up for the day. I mean, that's just how it's looking. It's been looking like that since yesterday. So this is my level 2. So right now it's having trouble kind of like breaking this. So you see, if I wanted to get a put, oh yeah, see, what'd you get? What'd you buy? So this right here, this is kind of hard for me to trade because it's not on a clear trend. It's kind of like consolidating right now. So it did this big downtrend, then this big uptrend, and right now I don't know if it's going to kind of just bounce between up here and down here, or if it's just going to keep going down. It's hard to tell right now. So that's why I kind of wait until I'm like 100% ready and comfortable. But let me see. QQQ is dropping a little bit just to show you what I would do. So let's say I wanted to jump in this. I would set it let's say $48. I'll set to buy one. And now this has to spike up. This has to spike up for me to get filled. So there has to be a quick spike up for me to fulfill. If it keeps dropping, then these calls are going to be worth more. So I have a set limit ready to be purchased at 48. So if this just look, if dropped to 48.20, 48.35. So I almost got filled on the big spike up. Just to show you. So if it spikes up again, it may drop to 48. See, I have here one pending order. My pending order is at 48. Just to show you. So now if it spikes up and then it keeps spiking up, then, I'm going to be losing money on it. But if it spikes up, let's see. Look, I got filled at 48. So now I'm down because it's spiking up. But let's say I want to sell it. Let's say 49. I'll hit a sell thing at 49. Let's see. Hopefully now if it spikes down real quick, I'll get filled. And that's a quick $100 if it happens. Let's see if it happens real quick. And this is not really a typical trade I would do, but I just wanted to kind of show you guys my style of trading. But you see the call is getting cheaper because it's on an uptrend. But the good thing is I got in at 48, so I'm not down a whole lot. And that's a good part about it. But if it does have like a massive run up, then that my put will be worth a lot less. But if there's a quick flash down, then my put will get filled at 49. But you see it keeps dropping, so this thing keeps spiking up. So I am in this trade. It was for educational purposes, but let me show you here. So you see here, it's down 112 right now. That's the one I got in at 48, down 162. This I'm sacrificing profit for a lesson here. So as I set a put order at 48 when it was like way below here, and I set my limit to sell it at 49. So I have to see this kind of like flush down, a quick flush down, my order will get filled. If it keeps spiking up, then I just have to take the loss. But look, okay, so let's see. Spiked up to 49. Let's see if I get filled. Oh, I got filled. You saw that live here. That's a extra $100. Now look, I'm at 917. This was just an example. I mean, I wasn't even planning on this working out. But you see here, I was just at 800 before. Now I'm at 917. What I did was when this was trading at 48.50 or 48.60, I set a limit at $48. So when it did a quick spike up, it filled my call 48. Now I have an advantage because I got in at a 48, which was 50 cents below this bid. And you saw that I was down $150. I was down $170, but I held it. And while I held it, I set a limit to sell it at 49. But look at right now, I could have sold it at 51. That's a couple $100 more. but that's fine. But look, I'm almost at $1,000. This is real money, real cash, and this is 2 hours of trading right now. But and this quick $100 that I made, this was just an example. Like usually, maybe I'll do that with 2 or 3 calls. So that's how I make that 200 or 300 bucks with these trades. But look at where it's at now. I sold it for 49. So I left on the table right now. It's at 52. So I left $300 more dollars. Look, 52.50. Just to give you, this was just a pure example. I wanted to do one buy, one sell in front of you guys. And I didn't know if I was going to get filled. Because like I said, I wouldn't usually trade right here because it's not clear to me what the trend is. I feel like it's consolidating. So it's kind of risky, but this worked out in our favor where I was able to show you my trading style, and I wasn't even too comfortable knowing where the trend was. But we still look. I'm at 917. So if I could do maybe one more trade and get to that even thousand, I mean, I think 1,000 a day keeps the job away. That's I think I think you could live off 1,000 a day. I mean, inflation is making it tougher, but yeah, that was I was happy to be able to do that in front of you. All right, so that's that. Let's look around. And I don't know what the small cap guys are trading right now. I mean, nothing too major with the small cap stuff. QQQ looks like it's about to keep going down. S- Um, so with options, there's two strategies. So if I'm swing trading, I usually trade a few months out. I kind of look at the support or resistance when I anticipate my whatever my target price is going to get filled. I look at the delta gamma, but with um with day trading, if you're going to day trade options, like I day trade options, but I day trade regular stocks. I just day trade options when it's like these more expensive stocks like Amazon. Even if with a $50,000 account, I mean, how many shares can you buy of Amazon? But with you can buy one call. When when I'm picking which one I'm going to do, I just look for wherever has the most volume. So I'll show you here. Hold on. Let me pull out the. So if I'm going to day trade an option, you have the chain here, and like I'll see, okay, I'll get near money, and this one has the highest volume. This is the 2200 for the put. For the call, also the 2200. So that's why I chose the 2200 here, and that's the one I day traded when I showed you guys. Uh, the one I set here, I set a buy limit at 48, got filled. It actually dropped below 48. I was down 150, and I set a sell at 49, and it sold at 49, and that's how I made that quick $100 to add $100 to my account. But with day trading, this is how I pick. I just look to see where is the most volume, because you want to be able to jump in and jump out like I showed you, where I was able to get in and get out of a trade. If you pick like just some random strike price that nobody else is trading, it's going to be harder to get filled. The the spreads are going to be crazy. Like look at here, there's 51 people here. Look at the spreads: 78, 75, 80, 85 is the bid. So let's say you buy this option here at 81.45. Without doing nothing, you're down already $2, which is $200 because of this spread. But then look at the um, when there's more volume, the spreads aren't as big. Here's $1. But this is not a typical option. Like Amazon is just crazy where the spreads are like this. If you pick another stock, you'll see that the spreads will be like a difference of 50 cents, 20 cents, 30 cents. It's more reasonable. Amazon is just a different beast. That's why when you get into Amazon, you shouldn't just jump in and mark it in, because it's going to give you this 49.50 price. And then look how you're already in the red. So you have to it's like trying to get to a destination, and I'm going one way that's 1 mile. It's going to get me there in 1 mile, and you're taking the road that's 3 miles. So that's how it is when you market. You're jumping it at a high price, 49.50, and this is where you can sell it at 48.75. So now this has to get higher than 49.50 for you to start making profit, or else right now you're in the red. So right now, if I mark it in, I buy in at 50.45, and it's at 49.30. Now for me to be green, this has to be around above 50.30, and it's at 50.50. So even though it's spiked up, I'm still, look, it's selling at 50.25. Now at 50.30, I would have been break even, and then I would have been back negative 30 cents. It's harder. It's harder to make profit, as opposed to, let's say I set it at 49.65 here. I wait, I get filled, and then it spikes back up. It's just more probability of you being profitable. But I think I just want to do one more trade before I go. Whether it's a winner or a loser. If it's a winner, good. Add more to the 900. But if I lose, then I don't want to give back much. I definitely don't want to put myself in a position where I give back $900. So I'm gonna take one more small safe trade and then call it a day. So let's kind of look at Tesla, see what Tesla's doing. The overall market seems to be trending down right now. So I may just buy a Tesla put and then call it a day. So see right here, I'll say, okay, I'm going to set a limit to 26. Let's see. May spike up a little bit. Let's say 26.50. And I'll just do a buy limit. So if I get filled, so I have one pending order. If it spikes, I bought a call actually. No, hold on. Let me escape. It's not what I wanted to do. Okay. I'm glad I saw it. See the mistakes? I mean, a mistake like that can cost you money. 26, let's say 35. So I hit buy. I got one pending order. And it was a put this time, okay? So now if this spikes up and this drops down to 26.35, I will get filled. And if it keeps spiking up, then I'm going to be losing money. But let's see. Now, if it keeps dropping, I'm not going to get filled, and this is going to keep going up. I put in my thing at 26.35. It's all the way up because it's dropping. So I'm probably not going to get filled on this one. So like right now, I can have FOMO and just say, oh, let me cancel my order and jump in here. And then, but that's just not worth doing that. But I feel like the market's going to start trending down a little bit. Like I'm looking at the QQQ, the SPY. But I'll wait one more minute. If it doesn't drop to my order of 26.35, then I'll just cancel it and look for another opportunity. But we may have kind of missed the downtrend. So look, it's spiked down to 27.35. I'm at 26.35. So you see the safe buffer though. Like I mean, I'm not gonna get filled on this, so I'm gonna cancel this because it looks like it's gonna keep going down. So yeah, I'm not gonna be able to make money on this. I missed this one. It's still dropping. We got in just a little bit late, almost got filled, but that's how you have to do it. You have to be okay with that and be able to miss the trade, but at least you're not giving up profit. So this is like an order. Yeah, I could have marketed in and made money because it's dropping, but I don't want to risk that. Let's see. Go for check out another trade. Yeah, right now everything is just trending down now again. Let's see, Amazon. I may try one more time. Maybe 53. Let's see. If we can get a quick spike, it can probably drop to. No, see, this thing is just keep going down. Let's see if it does a couple of quick green candles, quick green spikes. I can maybe set a limit to like $53 or something, or 53.10. But it just looks like the overall market just wants to keep going down. So I don't know if it's going to give me a quick spike. Nope. Still downtrending. Yeah, I mean, it's dropping, but it's just too risky to jump in now because you don't know when it's going to reverse. Wow, this thing's dropping hard. Look at this. It's hard to anticipate that, unless you get in a safe area here. And everything is coming down right now. Still dropping. Look at the calls are getting hammered. Low of 53, high of 89.60. Let's see. Maybe we could do try a quick bounce scalp before we call it a day. Let's see where we might have potential support. 2191, maybe support. Yeah, it's been support in the past. I think if we can, yeah, that's definitely a good strategy. Pull. I tried to get in. It didn't pull back to where I wanted to. But I think that's a good strategy because the overall markets are down and everything is still on a downtrend. Oh, they're 55 right now. Let's see. This may be an opportunity to get a quick spike. It may hit some resistance here, 2203. It's just not giving that good enough pullback to jump in. Let me see. Maybe I feel like 55. It may hit 55, but then I feel like it's just going to uptrend a little bit more. I don't know. It's kind of risky at 55. Let's see. I'll put one put at 55. Let's see if we get filled. It's just the only thing I don't like it. This is a pivot point that I have here, and if it starts finding support off of this pivot point, I hope it doesn't reverse off of this. But we'll see. Yeah, Amazon stock split. I mean, that's going to be so much money. If they announce it officially, like the day that if you're trading that day, especially, I mean, if you buy some calls, I mean, that thing is going to go flying. You can make a lot of money. So it doesn't look like I'm going to get a good pullback. I was hoping to get filled at 55, but that's not going to happen. Still on a downtrend. All right, let's see. See if it holds 2191. This is Amazon. Let's see if 2191 holds, then may get a nice little quick bounce. But let's see the overall market's still down. We'll see if this 21, if this doesn't hold, then it's going to keep going down. Hmm. Yeah, do a call for 49. 50. See if it just flushes real quick and then recovers. So far, this is holding. If it doesn't hold, maybe, to flush, if it can flush down to 49.50, I'll get filled and then maybe try to sell it as a quick scalp. Then if not, then, but that's a pretty risky trade. I wouldn't suggest doing it. I'm doing it because I'm just doing one call option and because I'm up 900, but we're definitely on a downtrend. So it's a really high risky play. So I dropped to 49.60. Look, let's see, 49.50. Do I get filled? No, I didn't get filled. All right, so I got filled. 49.50 call. So now let's see if I can sell it. Quick scalp. Didn't get filled yet. See, I just need a quick little spike. Need to break. Oh, got filled. So got filled. So that was a quick scalp. Look, I made it to 1,067. See, low risk, rinse and repeat. Low risk, rinse and repeat. I didn't force anything. You saw that I'm up $1,000 on a very very safe trade. Really, the most I was risking was $100 or $200 for a loss, but I was already up 900. So I waited. I put my call option for 49.50, and the rationale was this is some support area, and it's gonna hold. You see, it held a little bit, but if it doesn't hold, I feel like it's gonna flush. So my mindset was okay. Let me set a call at 49.50. At the time, it was trading at 51. It came down, filled me, and I feel like it's when you have that flush, you always have a little bit of that magnetic kind of trying to go back to that support area. So I got filled at 49.50. As soon as that happened, right here, I set a limit to sell it at 51, which gave me 150 bucks, I guess. Took me to 1,067. I didn't hold it because I know we're on a downtrend. That's why I said it's risky. I know we're on a downtrend. I know it's going to keep going down. So right now I would have been down 100 bucks. But even though it's on a downtrend, look, I got in at 49.50. I still would have been able to sell it here for profit. Look, 49.70. And at the lowest I was down, I would have been down 100 bucks. So that's it. That's my strategy in a nutshell. So I do the momentum trading once in a while, the Ross Cameron type trading and all that fast stuff. I mean, it's got to be something that's really really good and obvious to me. But this is my bread and butter. I mean, like spend a few hours a day doing this, and you stay green. Like so, on my calendar, when I add tomorrow, like the 10th, or today's the 10th, but when I get my statement tomorrow, the 11th, and I upload it, it'll be another 1,000 here, another 1,000 here, another green day, green day, green day, green day. This is red day. Yeah, I do have a margin account, but I don't use leverage. I don't use leverage at all. So I had enough money to buy this call option. This call option costs 4,900. Um, so I just don't use the leverage, but I do. I don't wait for my money to settle. So I do have the margin account. But that's it. I mean, uh, it's 10:52. I'm gonna probably shut it down in 8 minutes. So this is a good thing I want to show you guys before I leave in 8 minutes. You see here, you can see your bad habits, right? So like that's why I like this. I have a link to this. This is a really good platform to use. But look right here. Look after 11 a.m. at my trades here. Where is it at? Oh, so my hourly trade, 11 a.m. After 11 a.m., my percentage drops -40%. Look, after 11 a.m., I've lost $3,000, $300, $300. So that's why you have the data and you follow it. On the weekly, this is kind of skewed because I talked about. Hey, Sean, you want to jump in, man? Before I go, jump in, chit chat a little bit. Let me add a link. I'm almost done trading. I'm up 1,000, but you jump in real quick, man. Oh, you're at work. Okay, cool, 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 cool. Yeah, I'm at work too. I'm working from my work apartment for a little bit before I go to the office. But yeah, so why would I trade? Like, if you have this data in front of you, right? Why would I trade past 11 if I know my probability? For me, it's all about the numbers and probability. I want to do what's best in my favor because day trading is so risky. Day trading is already so difficult, so you have to put everything in your favor. That's why when I jump into stock, I look at the overall market. I look at, the trend. I look at if it's going to, hit support resistance. There's a lot of things I look at before I jump in. And then even when I'm ready to jump in, I try to get in at a safe level. Like I showed you guys, the stock is trading at $50. I set my limit to 48.50. Like that last trade, it was like $1.50 difference, and it didn't look like it was going to get filled up. It went down, but then there was a quick flush. I got filled, and then I set it to sell. So look, selling after trading after 11, all red, all red, all red. Oh, de nada, de nada. Uh, According to the weekly, look, trading Friday, I'm red on Friday. But this, like I said, this is the day that I left the trade open. And talking about leaving a trade open. So now I'm extra petrified. I'll make sure I look and I'll open this up and just make sure everything is closed. So everything is closed. You see here $1,000. But yeah, not doing what I just did right now cost me $5,000. This right here, I mean, that's a lot of money for a dumb mistake. This right here, this 5,600. I don't risk that much. I mean, that's not my style of trading. I left a few options open. I thought they were closed, and then when I looked at it, this is where it was at. But this is my normal green, 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 and I'm not green every day, but this is pretty typical. Usually, the majority of it. And then today, when this gets filled, this will be at $1,000.67 minus commission. All the trades I took today, probably let's say $100. I guess I don't know. So like nine something, but yeah. So about 8 minutes, 4 minutes till 11. See if there's anything else to look at before we go. But that's it. You got to make trading easy. People complicate trading, and the thing is, the most important thing is this is what's easy to me. You know what I mean? Like this is what you have to realize. Like this is what's easy to me. You may be someone that perfects like the ABCD pattern. Like you can see it from a mile away, and maybe I can spot it only once in a while. I can't spot it as well as you can. So you have to figure out what style of trading you're able to spot. It's one thing for me to teach you, hey, look, this is this pattern. If you follow this trend and do this, but then to find it and look at it at real time, that's a whole different thing right here. So like my style is like this. Look, so like looking at Tesla right now, and I don't know if I'm a trader, just maybe more of a lesson. Let's say I look at Tesla, I see that this wick bounced off this spike here, and it's over an EMA. So, and then the overall market, there's a green candle on the overall market. So maybe it's starting to uptrend. So if I wanted to get into this trade, I would say, okay, Tesla, there's some support here, 786. Let me look at the calls. And let's say the 800 call has about 6,000 volume. Let me look at the. And, and if I do take a trade here, this will be the last one, but this is more just for a lesson for you guys. So look here, I look for who has the most volume, and the 800 has the most volume. So, all right. So now I see here, it bounced off the support. It's still deciding. It's, the volume's increasing. So let me see. Maybe a good opportunity. I'll say it's trading at 23.55, 23.40. Let's see if we can get a little flush down to 22.70, let's say. And that may be too close. No, let's go a little lower. It's 22. Oh, it's still dropping. 22 to 22 then. Let's see. All right, 22. Let's see if we get filled. So this is it. This is my style of trading. Let's see if I get filled. You see how it came so low because it spiked down here to 789. So let's see if we get one more trade before I leave. So it's still pending. We just need a quick little flush, just this thing to flush quickly so I can get filled. But it might go without me. Yeah, so it's let's see. Wait a little bit more, and I don't like to wait too long because then like I feel like when it's consolidating like this, you got people that are buying and then people that are selling. The buyers and sellers are in a battle, and then the longer the consolidation, then whoever wins the battle of the bears and the bulls, it's either going to be a bigger drop because the consolidation was too long, so people holding, they get out, or it's going to spike up, and I may get filled right now. Let's see. It hit 22. You see here, I still have one pending. So I got filled. I was about to cancel the order too. All right, so I got in at 22. I may try to sell this one just at 22.50 because I don't really like. Let's see. I feel like it's going to downtrend soon. So I just want to get in and get out, like really little profit. I don't really care. Oh, I got filled. Okay. All right. So let's see how much. Look, I was at 1,070 before. So where's the Tesla? That was a quick $50. Quick $50. It's up more. I just didn't want to risk it, but at least right now that little play that covers my commission and keeps my profit above 1,000 for the day. And this was just, I did that trade just for a lesson for you guys. But that's it. This is my broker. This is Lightspeed. I showed you getting in, getting out, super clear how I do it, how I trade. It's not for everyone. My trading style to me is what's comfortable for me, and that's ultimately what I try to teach people is you have to find what's comfortable for you. I used to trade with Ross Cameron, and look at this, it's all the way at 23 now. I got in at 22. And they just trade like breakout momentum stocks, and I didn't have the stomach for it. It's so hard. So I'll show you what Ross Cameron trade, what he does. So let's say he's trading, right? Let's get a level 2 here. Let's say a small stock. What's a small stock here? Let's say, I don't know, a small cap stock. Zim. That's a small cap. I don't know, PRTG. Okay, so Ross Cameron's style of trading is momentum, breakout momentum style, right? So this stock, this is not a stock that he would trade right now because there's no momentum, there's no movement, right? But let's say there was momentum, it was spiking up, it came up on his scanner, he'll jump in and say, okay, the break of $7, I'm going to jump in. And he'll jump in with 20,000 shares at $7. And then it'll go up 10 cents, go down 10 cents, go up 20 cents. It dropped 20 cents and he's down 4,000. And then it comes right back up. And then as it's going up, he hits Control X, Control Z. And he's using like the hotkeys to offload. So Control C, it unloads like 25%. Control X unloads like 50%, or however you want to trade him. That's how he had him set. So that is just so stressful for me. I mean, that is just like, what would he do on Cron? That is just too stressful for me to trade that way. Oh, so Cron is like well, no. So this Cron, I can tell just by looking at all these. You see all these calls. I could tell that the float is extremely high. He doesn't trade high float stocks. So in order for his trade to work, I can tell this is a high float. Like without even just by looking at the level 2, I'm sure the float is not like less than 10 million, 20 million. He only trades stocks that have floats that are less than 20 million, 30 million. And I could be wrong, but that stock looks like a stock that has a high float. Let's see. So Kron. Yeah, look at this. 195 million float. This is not a stock that he would trade. He wouldn't be able to scalp this. In order for his trading style to work, this float has to be below 50 million, 30 million, 20 million. And he has it color coded. Like if a stock comes up on his scanner and it has the less than 20 million float, it'll be highlighted yellow on his scanner. But this is a stock that wouldn't even show up on his scanner. So he wouldn't trade that. On your scanner is BWV. Yeah, so I don't know what kind of scanner you use, but he has specific scanner to find a lot of the stocks, that are low float. I just don't do it that often because it's just too stressful. They move too fast. So you see how this one look at this one, how it moves a little bit faster. Look at these 30 shares right now. This is 300 shares or 3,000 a share. Yeah, 3,000. It's two. You have to add 2 zeros. So this is a stock that you can tell it has lower float because it's moving faster. Everything's getting sold quickly. That's what he does. It's all momentum. So I can tell this one probably has less than 30 million. Let's see. BWV. Look, 4 million float. See? Yeah, that's a really low float stock. I mean, that's his type of stock. So his type of stock, if the volume is okay, I guess it's not really high, but this is his type of stock. So he wouldn't wait for like a good for it to fall into support. Like to me, just like that's more comfortable. Like because if a stock is falling and you're trying to anticipate where support is going to be and you get filled, then if it keeps falling a little bit more, then the fall is a lot less than trying to buy high and sell higher, which is essentially what Ross Cameron, and not only Ross Cameron, but like Timothy Sykes also, he does it with penny stocks. So yeah, so Ross Cameron would have, this is probably a Ross Cameron stock, but it would definitely need more volume, more people trading it. So he would say like, okay, I'm jumping in here at 480. I'm adding 10,000 shares at $5. I'm looking at the break of 525, 525. I'm adding another 10,000 shares. Like he just adds 10,000, 5,000, 10,000 shares. And he makes a lot of money sometimes, but he makes big losses. I'm not saying he's a bad trader. I'm just saying I can't trade that way. I mean, it's not easy for me. So I say that to say that you have to find what's easy for you. I showed you guys how nice and calm I was able to pick my stock. I said, okay, I'm going to set the limit here. I'm waiting, I'm waiting, I'm waiting. A few times I canceled, that didn't get filled. I'm fine. Okay, I'll move on to the next one. I'm waiting, I got filled. Good. Now I set my limit to sell. I'm waiting. It got filled. And that, that little movement, all that got me the 1100 or whatever I made for the day. Oh, right here actually. 1117 for the day. And so I made this money here in front of you guys, nice and calm, wasn't stressed. Didn't take no losses except here. I think, and this was a pre-market trade that I think I tried to short it. But that's it. That's my style of trading. I will be on tomorrow if you guys want to join. Do you guys have any tickers you want me to look at before I leave? But I mean that's day trading for me. I've been doing this for a long time. I try to teach it for free. I had Sean. Sean came on a few times, and we had other guests. Yeah, the low flow. I can't mess with low float stocks. It's tough for me. Once in a while. So the only time I'll trade it, Sean, whenever you have a stock that's just going parabolic for the day. I mean, that's probably like on my biggest green days is because it was a parabolic stock. It was like some sort of low float stock that started trading at $2 and hit a high of $100 in the same day. It happens a few times a year. So if something like that happens where I see a low float, potentially parabolic stock, it smells like it's going to be parabolic, it's looking like parabolic, I may go all in and like I may go in big on those because one of those trades can really be the salary for a year. I mean, you're talking pretty decent money in one day. I mean, that's how you get the big 80, 90, 100,000 in a day. But Lucid, yeah, Lucid, I was looking at Lucid earlier today, pre-market. I was actually, it's on on the right of me. I have two screens. Lucid is on there. They had some really good news, so I feel like the sentiment is going to be good for Lucid, but it's dropping right now. Are you looking at Lucid to short it? Oh yeah, it's on a big downtrend. So I don't know if you're looking at it to short it or you feel like um, you're gonna try to bounce off support somewhere. Let's see. Let me put some trend indicators here. Try to find support. So I don't know. Market is tanking. AMC. Yeah, market is tanking bad, man. I mean, that's opportunity to make more money, but I just don't want to. I don't want to give any more money back. You said, yeah, Lucid is dropping. Yeah, I thought the overall market was going to finish green today. I mean, still going back down. Are you saying Lucid is going to hit support? Okay. Yeah, I have support for me on my thing. You may have different support. I have some support here. These little dots here, 1577, maybe support. Let's see if this holds. Let's see. Let's see. Let's do one last trade. Let's see if Lucid is gonna hold support. I'll do straight shares though. I won't, not options. Coin is collapsing. Yeah, coin, man. Let's see Lucid here. This if this 1577 has to hold. Let's see. We do maybe 1,000 shares. Do this for my man Samir. Let's see. Let's see if we can keep holding. Right now, 1577 is holding. I don't know. A little. Let's see. 1577 is still holding, but summarize the move to do. Oh man. Hold on one second. Let's see. 1577 is still holding. I don't know. We got a nice volume bar here. May be able to just do a quick scalp. Not sure on it. I'm not sure. I gotta see. I feel like it's gonna test it again. I think it's gonna test it again. Let's see if it tests the support again. If 1577 doesn't hold, and I don't know. What do you got next support if 1577 don't hold for you, Samir? I got if 1577 don't hold for me, 1540 is the next support. I don't know if you have something different. It's gonna test 1577 again. I don't know if there's enough. I don't feel like there's enough volume to go. Here goes 1577. This is the moment of truth. It's not holding. Yeah. I don't know. I don't feel. Well, it did hold, but let's see. It's really testing that 1577. It did bounce off the 1577. Yeah. Yeah, you're right, Sean. I was just looking at this and see if it just holds the 1577. It wasn't. Look, that was a little opportunity. So my trading style, if I would have put a limit order, I wasn't just too comfortable. If I would have put a limit order at 1577, 1,000 shares, I mean, you would be up $70 or whatever. This is just a quick small scalp. Oh, it rejected this EMA here badly though. Oh, that's bad. Now this thing is no bueno. You see here, it went up EMA and it just got rejected. So, nah, this ain't gonna be good. I'm not gonna take the trade on this. It tried. It bounced off the 1577, hit the CMA, and you see perfectly rejected it. I use the 20 and the 9, and I also have on some of the other ones 200. But yeah, no, it's no good. I think it's too risky. I think I'm done. All right, so just a quick recap. I know someone said, can someone summarize? So I've been on since 8 a.m. Central, which is 9 a.m. Eastern. I took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different trades, made $1,100 in 3 hours. After commission, it'll be about 1,020, I guess, 1,020, something like that. All these were we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 greens, 1 red. And I just kind of went over my style of trading. I usually always look at the same tickers. I look at Amazon. I look at Tesla. I look at the QQQ, the SPY, AMD. I look at Rivian sometimes, Nvidia, and then I just show like, okay, this stock is coming into support. It's currently on a downtrend, but it's about to test support, and the QQQ is turning around. So if this was an option, for example, at 1583, if depending on how volatile it is, like if it's Amazon, I might set it like $1 below this or $1.50 below this. Bigger. Oh yeah. Let me see. How's that? Let me know if that changes anything. So I may trade it. I may like put a call option $1 below this, and if I get filled, I get filled. And then once I get filled, then right away I sell. I'll put it like I'll sell it like at $1 more, which is like $100 per option, or $1.50 more, and just wait till I get filled. But look at Lucid ended up being pretty good. I mean, now it broke through this EMA. So it tested this 1577 a bunch of times. You see here, that's why these pivot points are important. It tested these 1577s a bunch of times, and then it broke. So missed that trade, but anyways, it don't matter. So that's it. That's kind of like a recap of what I did today. I'll be on tomorrow. Same time. I'll set it up for 8 o'clock, and hopefully we can make another 1,000. I mean, it's not guaranteed I make it every day, but it's nice to make it. And for the person that came late, I also I like to be transparent, and I recap my trades. And I have here this software. It's called TradeSync. I have an affiliate with them. I like them a lot. I believe in the product. I do use it. I pay for it too. So that's why, I don't mind talking about it. But all you have to do is, like, when you want to upload your trades, you go to import trades. And then I would already have downloaded it from the broker. You browse your file, you upload it here, and then they're all here for you. It's all nice data for you to evaluate. You can look at your percentage. You can look at what times have you been most successful. You can look at the type of trades that are most successful, like setups. So like we go to setups, and we see here that bullish candle signal is a big winner for me. I get if I see a bullish candle signal, then along with the pattern and a lot of indicators, usually it yields high profits. Pre-market breakout with news is another big one for me. So you can see all this data and kind of find what kind of trader are you, but you can also do the mistakes. So I go here to mistakes, and low volume. I don't do it often, but I've had some poor results when I get into stocks that have low volume. I try to guess, like try to guess trend change goes with this no bearish signal. They go kind of together, where I just kind of like have a feeling that the market is going to reverse, but I don't have signals, and I try to guess it. Anytime I've done that, it's costed me, over the time that I've been trading, a few $1,000s in potential, what would have been potential gains, but are losses. No bullish signals. I try to get into stocks, no support. So it gives you all this data. This right here, I mean, I can avoid this all day, I guess. I thought the trade was closed, and that cost me $5,600. And that's on the calendar that I showed before. That was my one green day, was this $5,600 where I thought the trade was closed. Other than that, red all day, 2,100 yesterday, 1,100 today. And that's it. So I'll see you guys tomorrow, 8 o'clock. Thank you guys for joining. See you guys tomorrow.